Greetings, my brothers. This is Sean Blazington, and the truth has to be told. Today, I'm going to be exposing Lil Bibby and Herbo. This is top secret, confidential info that I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm not worried about any goons from Chiraq pulling up, because I know better. And Herbo and Lil Bibby are not who you think they are. They want you guys to believe that they're only 22 and 21 years of age. Not only does Lil Bibby look like Bojangles, he sounds like Louis Armstrong, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world where people don't understand or realize the subliminal message that's being displayed to them on a daily basis. But that's why you have me, because I'm going to break down everything, so just pay attention. The name Lil Bibby is subliminal for something else. The LIL stands for Life is Long. The BIBBY stands for Baby, I've been born years ago. And he has. Let me take you back to the 1980s where everybody was on some G shit. I mean, D-boys was selling crack, crackheads was running amok, the streets was filthy, graffiti was all over the city. And this city I'm talking about is not Chiraq, I'm talking about New York City. Everybody was crack moving and crush grooving. Def Jam came on the scene and took over the music industry. You had Curtis Blow, LL Cool J, the Fat Boys, and one of the most famous groups of all times, Run DMC. And the mastermind behind all of this, besides Rick Rubin, was Russell Simmons. I know you're thinking, what does this have to do with Lil Bibby and Herbo? No, Russell Simmons is not their father. But within these documents that I have in my hand, I have undisputed factual proof that Lil Bibby is Russell Simmons. And on top of that, Herbo is Reverend Run. Let me explain to you how Hollywood works. As long as you have money, you can look like or be whoever you want to be. Russell Simmons is damn near a billionaire, and he decided that he wanted to be his younger self once again. Ordinary men, when they're going through a midlife crisis, they go out there and buy a drop top, or they start tricking on some young girl from a strip club. But when you have a whole lot of money, you can just go to a plastic surgeon and they will restore your youth. Russell Simmons tried doing the vegan thing, but it did not restore his youth. And when he had his surgery, his younger brother decided to do the same thing. And they both decided to do something that they wanted to do a very long time ago. You have to understand, Run DMC was supposed to be Lil Bibby, aka Russell Simmons, Run, and Jam Master Jay. But Russell was so tied up with his business, he could not pursue his rap career. But now that he's older and he has a lot of time on his hands, he can be Lil Bibby full time and still do a lot of business. For those of you that doubt my documentations, I want you to ask yourself one question. How come Lil Bibby is so chummy with DJ Vlad? Bibby is on Vlad TV more than Lord Jamar, and the reason why that is because Bibby and DJ Vlad went to school together. You can't tell me that Lil Bibby doesn't look like Russell Simmons. And if you don't believe plastic surgeons can do amazing things, what about Julie Chen? You know that news reporter? She went from takeout to the steakhouse. They rearranged her whole situation, and that's the same thing they did for Russell and Run. It says here in my documents, after Reverend Run had his surgery, he woke up and looked over at his son Diggy and said, now who's going to get all of the bitches? It's no coincidence that Herbo looks like a younger Reverend Run, because Herbo is Reverend Run with plastic surgery that makes him look younger. Historically, security for hip-hop artists has always been the Nation of Islam. Russ and Run knew that now they will need all the security they can get. That's why they moved to Chicago, because that's the headquarters for the Nation of Islam. For all of you guys that thought Bibby was Bibby, I'm telling you that Bojangles looking son of a gun is Russell Simmons. And if you still don't believe me, I have an audio tape that I'm going to play for you guys right now.
Nigga, you ain't gang, Russell be my name, Def Jam on my chain, Niggas know my name, My ex-wife a model, I stay by the bottle. You niggas be hating, but I'm still busting them holler. Run be my brother, but we still undercover. Them bricks still moving, shout out to Ricky Rubin. All this plastic surgery make niggas wanna murder me. Niggas, they hate me, but what they really gon' do to me? I moved to Chicago, so I got all this security.
Niggas know G Herbo, be the king of the street. You better run from the Reverend when I'm swinging the heat. I got more titles than the DMV. That's Reverend Run G Herbo, and yes, I'm a jig. This my motherfucking house. I pistol whip a nigga, put my gun up in his mouth and stuff his son up in the couch.
Hold on, wait. You can't say that on records.
What the fuck you talk about?
No, Run, there's kids listening to
That's
this.
the whole fucking point.
You're supposed to be a reverend. You can't say that on records.
It's fucking 2017.
No, do it over.
What the fuck, man?
No, do it over, Run. Do it over. You can't say that on records. Man.
What about when you was snorting all
No,
the
you
coke?
can't say. I know I snorted coke.
You
I
snorted
used
a lot of coke, man.
But you still can't say that on records.
Man, this is my
do it
fucking
over.
house.
Hey, do it over. We can't do that. No, do it over.